Most of you who just clicked on this video will not be sticking around for more than 30 seconds for reasons that I will be explaining in today's topic. Anyways, welcome back to my little side of the internet. I hope you enjoy your stay. Leave a like and subscribe if you do, and if you don't, well, I hope you have a good day or night or whatever it may be for you. And anyways, back on track. Today's topic is, if you hear like background noise, I do have the window open. Back on track. Today's topic is basically going to be about my journey on YouTube as an artist for almost 2 years now, and basically just going to be me talking about what I've learned and what I've observed. And while I'm talking about this topic, you will be basically watching me paint a flower. So if you don't want to listen to me ramble, you can mute the video, or like I said, most of you probably aren't even watching right now, which is fine. I will be talking about that. So anyways, since it's been almost 2 years for me on here as an artist, I've definitely seen a lot of improvement in my skill in painting, drawing, using different mediums, and even my creativity in general has definitely improved. And like, I go back and I look at my old art, and I'm like definitely seeing the improvement. I say this all the time. I'm always surprising myself because I'm constantly thinking like, maybe, every time I paint, maybe it's just luck, maybe it's just a fluke, but I'm more and more over time, I'm starting to like all of my art. Even if I mess up, I'm starting to still like it and not just be so super critical about it anymore. And because of that, I'm always kind of like thinking like, how can I improve my art? How can I make it better? Where can I improve? Like, I'm constantly like challenging myself, even when I'm like taking a break from YouTube, or when I'm like not painting for YouTube and I'm trying to just chill, take a break from everything and just relax. I'm still thinking about like, what art can I make? How can I make it better than the last thing that I made? What video can I make? What would do, well on YouTube, or what people want to watch, and all that. And I'm always thinking about that. And it has definitely been, just this whole journey has definitely been helping me improve my art. And YouTube in and of itself has constantly been keeping me like accountable, because like I try something, and then like I normally get bored of it, and then I stop, and then it might be like a year or so later where I come back to it. And YouTube has definitely been keeping me like to not do that anymore, and to actually stick with art and all of that. And because of that, I've been able to like even make improvements. Because honestly, like before I started YouTube, I would paint something, maybe 2 things, like once a year, and then I wait like a whole nother year, like a whole year pass, and then I'm coming back to art, and I'm like, okay, I feel like painting again. And then I'm constantly like, man, why don't I do art more? And I'm just like, and that's also why taking some art classes was kind of helpful for me to stick with art before I even started YouTube, just to kind of keep me doing art. Otherwise, I would have like just put my attention elsewhere, And like also with other artists being on YouTube, I'm like constantly seeing like their art and what inspires them, and I'm watching their art process, and it gives me inspiration. And then learning what they use to improve their art, and then I go and I use what gave them inspiration, and then that stuff is giving me inspiration to make more art, and it's just kind of like building. So if you're also like an artist, or a beginner artist, or somebody who wants to learn how to do art, watching videos is extremely helpful. Doesn't matter if it's a tutorial video, if you're just watching somebody paint something, just being on YouTube, in the artist area of YouTube, if you really want to learn how to like make art and all of that, it's really helpful. And learning the tools that all the other artists use and whatnot, it really does help. and like helping you get started, because sometimes when when you're trying to start art on your own, you don't really know where to start. You don't really know what to do. You're kind of stuck in a box because your world is only so big, right? So when you expand and you go on YouTube and you look at all these other artists and you look at all these different perspectives, different art styles, and different ways to make art and all of that, it kind of helps you expand. So basically just being on YouTube in general and using YouTube as a tool to improve my own art, it's definitely been a big game changer. If you've been on my channel for a while and you clicked on like my other videos or like my other shorts, you would see that like I've tried to expand into like many different avenues of art, and even off the channel, stuff that I have not posted, I have literally tried to dive into like other ways of making art. And I'm constantly trying new things. I always try to try new things because you really never know what you can do until you do it. So with art, I try to do any and everything that I can possibly think of, anything that I find, anything that I feel like would be cool. I just try to do it, Practice makes improvement, So that's what that's what I've been doing, and it has honestly helped me. And I don't really know how much longer I'll be doing this. I want to keep it going, but other things in life will factor into if I keep this going or not. But if I do keep it going, that's what I'm going to stick to. Just try anything you feel like trying, and do not pre-doubt yourself. Because doing that, you're just gonna like stop yourself before you even really get started. Don't do that. Just give it a try. You never know what you can do until you try. And even if you don't do that well, at least you know where you're starting off at, and then from there you can build off of that. But yeah, and that's just like all the physicality, I guess you could say, of how my art journey has been for me on YouTube. The more emotional part about being on YouTube and doing an art journey, it has definitely been challenging. I don't really like to get too personal on my channel because, I just feel like that's not really needed. I don't really like to talk about anything that's not art related on this channel because it's kind of not appropriate to be doing so, because, that's like going on like a automotive channel trying to figure out how to dance. Like that's not how that works, that doesn't make any sense, right? But it has been definitely emotionally challenging because art block constantly hits, and that kind of slows you down. But like, it's more than just like an art block thing, which is this is basically me coming into what I'm gonna like majorly be talking about in this video. But the struggle to get my channel out there, the struggle to get an audience, the struggle to actually have my videos do well on YouTube, like that is taxing, because you're watching your numbers and your numbers aren't going anywhere, but you're also like wondering how to get it to go somewhere. And then you got people always saying like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about the numbers don't matter. But the numbers quite literally do, up into I will say they matter up until a certain point, but if you haven't got to that certain point, then the numbers kind of do matter, and it's honestly just been really taxing, because I'm just like, I'm putting in like all of my effort, I'm putting all of myself. Like, this channel is basically been like a place where I can just be 100% be myself. I do what I want to do on this channel. I don't like to like, well, we'll talk about that later. We'll come back to that later. I was gonna say I don't like to do trends, but we're gonna circle back to that later, right? But like, I like to keep it 100% me on this channel. So the art that I make is all me. The way that I edit the videos, that's all me. Even most of the videos, like Most of the videos where you hear audio in the background, the music in the background, I made those, you know, because I don't, can't use copyrighted music, but also it's real tricky trying to find music that is actually, royalty free and all of that. And I don't have money to pay actual people to make music for me to put in my videos, or so that's why I do it myself, or else the videos would just be completely silent, and that's just awkward, So this channel is like literally 100% me, but I also like to keep this channel very lighthearted, strictly focused on the art itself. I like to because I want it to be like a place where people would just watch, chill out from life, forget about their troubles, and just maybe even learn a new skill, I don't know. I don't want this to be a tutorial channel either, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I just want this channel to be a place where people can just come and chill and vibe, take a break from life, hear me rambling. Maybe you could fall asleep to that. I'm not sure, but yeah, and it's kind of frustrating for me with how my channel has been doing, and that's me segueing into the next part of this video. What's frustrating about my journey on YouTube as an artist. So the frustrating part about how my videos are it's really hard to get my videos seen by a lot of people is because of the algorithms. The algorithm is a huge problem, and I'm pretty sure if you've been on YouTube for a while, you would have seen videos where people are making those videos like why OG YouTubers are leaving YouTube and why everybody's leaving YouTube and stuff, and they're talking in those videos talking about how it's the algorithms. It's hard to combat with the algorithms because the algorithms like certain things, so specifically for the art channel, there's certain art related stuff that the algorithm likes. So like a lot of stuff like easy hack art channels, that stuff tends to do well, or the videos where people are like, don't do this, do that, videos do well, those type of videos do well. I even have a video on my channel where the thumbnail is basically like this to that, like those type of videos do well. It didn't do well for me, but we'll get into that a little bit later, right? Art hauls tend to do well. Art drama videos tend to do well. People fixing other people's art tends to do well. People constantly making videos on style, that stuff tends to do well. And there's so many more channels and type of videos that do well in the art community. That certain stuff does well because it trends, right? And everybody's doing it. And anybody who doesn't follow those trends tend to get shadow banned. When I look at the algorithm for most of my videos, I can literally see that the video did not get pushed into the algorithm at all. Like they didn't even try to push my video out for people to find me. Like they literally kept it shadow banned. You're not gonna find that video unless you know the exact title of that video, or unless you literally look up my channel and go watch the video. But when it comes to searching up stuff on YouTube and stuff, the video's not gonna pop up, period. So that's why I said I don't like to chase trends, because a lot of that stuff I don't even want to do on my channel. There are some trends that I would do, like you see me painting this Pantone card in this video. That trend is something that I can actually get behind. I like this trend, this is one of the few trends that I actually like, but the rest of those videos that I named off earlier, I don't want to do those videos. That's not for me, but because it's not for me, my channel suffers because of that. And it's frustrating. And it's not just my channel, but it's other channels too. Like a lot of people who struggle with the same thing, they have amazing ideas. Like I be having a lot of ideas, but it's the fear of actually going with those ideas, and then it literally gets completely shadow banned. It doesn't even get pushed. It's literally hidden by YouTube because it's not following the trends, you know? And it sucks. And back to the video where I said there's like a video on my channel, right, that literally in the thumbnail is like, oh, from this to this type videos, and that video didn't really do well because I also noticed that there really isn't any big trends in the art community happening. Like there's some, like, there are trends happening in the art community, but like I feel like either the trends are huge to the point where it's kind of hard to hop on because there's already like hundreds of other videos being made, or the trends are not big enough for the algorithm to care. So I feel like some of my videos fall within that, and that's why they don't really get pushed out as much as I would like them to be. And another huge problem with YouTube is the fact that YouTube doesn't even have an art section to categorize your uploads in. So I normally categorize my videos into like how to and style. That category is mostly for like beauty YouTubers and fashion YouTubers or like lifestyle YouTubers. Art does not fit in that category. Other categories people like to put their stuff in is like education, but putting your stuff in education, you're also boxing yourself in once again, because in education you got like all these other type of like educational, like actual educational videos, like math videos and stuff like that. Like that stuff is in that category, and I'm just like, I don't want to put my stuff in with that. So I'm stuck with a how to style and all of that, and that's frustrating. And I did get a chance to do like a creator's what is it called, survey. I did get a chance to do one of those, and I was like, it would really be helpful if y'all could put an art section in the category areas. You know, obviously they did not take note to that, so yeah. And another problem with the algorithms is that if you post a lot of shorts, then your long form content does not get pushed, or it doesn't get pushed as much as it could be, and vice versa. So that means if you post a lot of long form content, then if you do shorts, your shorts most likely probably won't do that well. Maybe your first one, but after that first one, bro, it's not gonna do well at all. And I noticed that because anytime I focus on my shorts do pretty well, but then when I try to do long form, it doesn't do well. And now I'm doing long form, and I don't know if the shorts will do well, you know, if I do post any. And I don't think I'm planning on posting any anymore anyways. I might just, I don't know. But that also isn't even with just the art side of YouTube. That's with YouTube in general. It seems like if you do only shorts, that's why I see a lot of YouTubers make a second channel for shorts, because if you do put all of that on just one channel, it does mess up your views. This is one of the things that I didn't even like learn, because there are channels where people like talk about how to market your art channel and stuff, and that's not something that be in those videos. And the fact that I just like found that out the hard way, it kind of makes me feel like I just wasted a lot of time into like dedicating into shorts like that, because the way shorts was being marketed is that like, oh, shorts can help you get your channel recognized. That is a lie. It might work for some people, but not for everyone, especially depending on what type of content you want to post, right? So knowing that, that's very frustrating. Very frustrating. But yeah. And then recently, because of all of these problems, you know, like I said, I the other day, I was looking up like what is really popular in the YouTube algorithms for art channels, right? And I read a couple like short articles and whatnot, and most of what they're saying is popular. Like a little bit of it, a little bit of the stuff that they do in there, like they're writing in those articles and stuff, I have done. Like sketchbook tours are really big, right? There's a lot of sketchbook tours constantly being uploaded on YouTube from the art side of YouTube, and I dropped my first one in December 26th, and that one to this day has accumulated a total of like 816 views. Yeah, that's the highest my views have ever gotten on my channel, like a long form content video has ever gotten. Then I posted a second one. The second one to this day has only gotten 316 views. I don't know why there's a drastic drop, but you know, that I'm still confused on that, but that trends very well though on YouTube, so I thought doing that would work, but it didn't. There were other stuff in there that includes the other channel types that I've talked about earlier in the video, and they're saying that these type of stuff are like trendy and all of that, and they're just not. It just doesn't work. It kind of feels like it's a lie, and that's when I came across I think it was a Reddit where there was a person asking people like, what type of art content do you not like to see? And a lot of people listed down a whole lot of like comments, and most of the comments were basically just saying that they don't like the type of content that is popular on YouTube by the algorithm. They don't like the content that gets pushed by the algorithm. So like, that's the easy hack videos, that's the don't do this, do that videos, that's the art hauls, the art drama, the fixing art, the style videos, and so much more. That's all of those type of content, and lots of people are saying that they don't like that content. But what is really strange to me is that if lots of people are saying they don't like that type of content, then why is that content trending? People are saying they want to see the art process. They don't care about the drama. They don't want to hear about drama. They feel like the drama isn't even like, it's not necessary. It's not relevant. It doesn't make sense. You know, it's just kind of there just to get people talking, you know? And people are saying the art hack videos are very dumb. Like, it's not really useful at all. The don't do this, do that, they feel like it's very controlling within the art and everything. And I'm just like, the stuff they do want to see is like, they want to see the art process. They want people to explain the art process. There's people that want to hear more about like art history, more than just your Van Goghs and your Da Vinci's. You know, they want to hear about artists that don't really get talked about that much. And there's, you know, just so much more. And I'm like, some of the stuff that they were wanting to hear, or like some of the stuff they wanted to watch, is literally the stuff that I make and so many other small artists make. The type of content that they want to see is literally that type of content. And I'm just like, how are y'all not finding the artists that y'all want to see? Why are the other art channels that are doing super well, you know, why are they getting pushed so much more? And when you look in those videos, you see the interaction. The interaction is up. Like, you see the likes that they get. And some people got the little mod thingy on their laptop where they can see the dislikes. So those people can see that stuff. You know, you see the comments that they get. You see the views that they get. And like, you see so much interaction with the video. And I'm like, this is why. The algorithm loves these videos, because look at the interaction that these videos are getting. Now, a lot of people on YouTube, they don't like to be told like, oh, leave a thumbs up and subscribe and stuff like that. They don't like being told that because they feel like it's very annoying. They feel like it's not needed, and they feel like it's really redundant. And it makes a lot of people feel like they're just fishing for likes. You're just fishing for like clout and all of that. And it's literally not that. The interaction is what helps people like get like it's what helped the algorithm push certain people. So when people say, hey, if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, comment what you like about the video or something, they're trying to get you to interact. That's what I do at the beginning of the videos now, right? I'm trying to get you guys to interact, because interacting is what helps me. Watching the videos all the way through is what helps. When you click on the video and you leave in 30 seconds, that doesn't help. That actually does more harm than good. Any interaction is better than no interaction, but at the same time, I see so many people complaining about these other channels that they don't want to see, but yet y'all are like interacting. So like that's why I always say it's not even just with the art community, it's with YouTube in general. When you are on the internet and you are looking at something that you do not like, you do not want to see, do not click on the video. Don't click on the post. Don't interact with the videos. Don't interact with the posts. Don't even leave a thumbs down. Literally just stay away from the video. Because even leaving a thumbs down, that's interaction right there, and it helps. Don't leave a thumbs down. Don't watch the videos at all. Don't interact with the posts at all. And if you can, like on YouTube, there's like 3 dots on the videos that you can click, and you can literally say like, don't recommend this channel to me. I'm not interested in these type of videos. Like, if you do that, that's how you show the algorithm the type of content that you do want to see, and the type of content that you don't want to see. So like, it might be cringe to be like, hey guys, leave a like, subscribe. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's a little cringe for me to do that, but at the same time, it's to get y'all to like interact with the video, to help, because I feel like with that, then the viewers of YouTube, because I'm a viewer too, we can fix the algorithm by doing that. But we all have to be on the same page, I low-key feel like that would never happen, but a girl can dream. But yeah, and then also with looking at that Reddit post, there were so many people talking about how certain artists, nobody named names, so I don't even know who they're talking about, but they said that a lot of artists get upset at the backlash that they get for the type of videos that they make, and people legitimately do get mad at certain artists for the type of content that they make. And like I said before, with the whole issue with the algorithms, how we need to change the algorithms, a lot of these artists make the type of content that they make because it works. They make the content that they make because it supports them. It helps them keep doing what they're doing. So like, it helps them keep making money so they can keep making art for their channel and for their own businesses, whatever it may be. That is why they keep doing the content that they do. If that's not what you guys want to see, then you have to make that known you have to make that known to the artists and to the algorithms that that's not what you want to see. The algorithm favors trends. Artists only follow trends because it works for them. So if we can show the algorithm that the trends that the algorithms love, that we don't like, then the trends for the algorithm will change. You see what I'm saying? You seeing how all of this kind of is lining up a little bit? You see how it's all lining up for real? That's why this whole journey is so frustrating. And this is everything that I've literally learned and observed over almost 2 years of being on YouTube in the artist community. And most of what I said don't even just apply to art. I'm just using art because I'm literally an artist. Like, I literally paint, I'm not going to speak on anything else because I literally just do art, right? But this stuff spans to like other sides of the internet. It's not just the art side of the internet. Like, this spans to the entire platform in general, But that's why it's so frustrating to do art and constantly like I'm constantly trying to tell myself to like not think too hard about it, but at the same time I'm really passionate about art and I really want to be able to make this my job, and it's really hard to do that when you're constantly fighting with an algorithm that only cares about what does best for YouTube as a business, you know? It's really frustrating. But at the same time, like I said, like I know that this is what I want to do. So if I gotta keep fighting with the algorithm, then I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do, you know? I'll find a way. I'm pretty sure I will. You know? Like, I do have a shop open and everything. Like, that shop has been open for like almost a year now. That's why I'm like, because I thought with that, maybe I'm not really getting anywhere because I'm not promoting it. But even in that, I did pay for like ads to be put out there, and the ads brought in like a lot of viewers, people who did click to see what I was selling, but like it did not bring in any buyers. And all of this is like, I'm not even gonna lie, like a lot of this is just really cringe, but at the same time it's like, hey, gotta start somewhere, you know? So that's why I'm always saying, like, if you guys really want to support me a little bit more than that, then I do have a shop. The link is in the description. Check it out. You might find something there that you like, and if you don't, that's okay. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. You are not obligated to do so, you know? But yeah, all of that is like very frustrating. And honestly, a lot of that needs to change, not just with the YouTube and its algorithm, but a lot of stuff needs to change with the artists and with the viewers as well. Like, a lot of stuff needs to be changed. Like, going back to the art section being missing from their category selection when uploading videos, I feel like YouTube could really help by adding that so art can actually be promoted properly and not being buried away in other categories that art doesn't really fit in, you know? And like I was saying earlier, like the community definitely has to come together to fix the algorithm, you know? So leaving likes, subscribing, commenting, hitting the bell, and all of that, you know, all of that is just ways to show the algorithm that what you actually like, you know, share the videos and everything. And I also learned this too. What was it? I almost forgot. When you subscribe to certain people, I also learned that their videos do not get shown on the recommendation pages anymore. Like, they slowly start to disappear out the recommendation pages. And then I see people commenting like, oh, how did I miss this video? I didn't know you uploaded and all of that. That's why people say hit your bell. Hit the bell when you subscribe, hit the bell so you can get all post notifications for everything. But being on YouTube for as long as a lot of people's been on YouTube, and for as long as I've been on YouTube, even before I even started a channel, just being a viewer on YouTube, the post notification bells, even when you turn them all on, bro, for some reason YouTube system sometimes tweak out and it doesn't work. So I learned this too, that it's easier if you go on your subscription page. Don't look at your recommendation page. Look at your subscription page. So you will literally get all the content from people that you literally subscribe to. So you would only see that type of content on your pages. That is a lot more helpful for content creators on YouTube. So especially if you're on a computer, please use your subscription pages, not your recommendation pages. Otherwise, you probably will never see certain videos from certain people ever again. and your post notifications most likely will work periodically, which is not good, you know? And I also feel like one thing that is definitely lost in the communities that artists, like a lot of artists, don't really focus on art itself anymore. And because like back to like the different type of content, like where people only do art supply reviews, or like they do fun art videos where they kind of do like reviewing cheapest art materials I can find on the internet and like stuff like that. Like that stuff is helpful. It definitely is helpful. But at the same time, like it's gotten to the point where people don't actually make art from the materials that they buy. People just kind of like amass like large amounts of art supplies, and they're giving reviews and whatnot on them, and they're not actually using them to make any art. That in and of itself, I feel like is a waste, because while it is helpful for the viewers and artists and people who are looking for new art supplies to use and whatnot to broaden their horizon, a lot of people, like I said before, a lot of people like to see the art process itself. They want to see you make something, and not just like short clips of you drawing something. Like that could be good for the shorts area, the short side of YouTube, or like TikTok and whatnot. But people like to see more long form content of you actually creating the art. People like to see that. People like to see it slowly come together. And even if you don't do like tutorials, just you showing off the painting process in and of itself is enough for somebody to like watch and learn from, you know? And like a lot of people want to see that, and I myself don't even see that anymore. Like I can understand, like this video I think is gonna be like an hour long, and that could be hard to edit. I'm not gonna lie, like this video I'm not gonna edit it that much at all, because this video is gonna be extremely long to edit, which also means that it's gonna take really long to have it upload and all of that, and it's honestly a hassle, especially for me, because I don't like editing at all. I only do that to add like a more entertaining perspective to it, which probably doesn't really help anyways. Like let's be honest, it probably don't help anyways, but I do it anyways, you know, to add a little bit of personality or something to the videos. But this video I know for a fact is gonna be like an hour long almost, and some people, like I myself, scared to make videos that long, because like what if you dedicate all that time into painting and making the art itself, and then you're editing the video, or let's say you don't edit the video, right? You do minimal cuts and whatnot, so you can take out like awkward breaks or whatever in the video, right? So you just take those breaks out, but it's mostly the same size as the original video, right? And then you upload it, and then people barely watch it. Like a lot of the videos that I post on this on here, like the average view time is only like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, compared to like the 30-minute videos that I'm posting, or like 16-minute videos that I'm posting. So spending that much time on a longer video is kind of stressful, you know? And also too, like with people worried about people's attention spans and whatnot, because like a lot of people's attention spans it's not that great. So you gotta combat all these different things, right? But that's why I was saying, if all the artists could like actually start to focus more on the art itself and the process of making the art, you know, what is your thought process behind making the art, if you have one, or you know, study like actually focusing on the art and not just chasing the trends and doing what's popular, and you know what I mean? Because only if we could do that, we can actually bring it back to art itself. Because that's another thing that I constantly think about, is that I constantly think about, like, is art really dead? Does people not really care that much about art anymore? Like, is it all about doing what's popular? Is it all about doing what people doing what's popular and stuff? Like it is, like, that's another thing that I will say for sure. Like, it is nowhere near what I thought this was gonna be. Like, it's the, like, doing art on YouTube, it is not what I imagined it to be. And that's fine in and of itself, but like, I just feel like the art itself is forgotten. I feel like the art itself is not appreciated. And that also kind of makes me think, like should I keep this up, honestly, if it's not even appreciated? But at the same time, I do it anyways, because I can't stop thinking about art, and I don't think I ever will stop. So, as far as I know, I'm gonna keep going, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. But I just feel like if artists can bring it back to art, that would definitely be more, the attention would be on the art and not everything else that's happening in these different type of videos and whatnot. And like actual art videos, like not the videos where people are, because I see these channels a lot where they're like doing these full-blown paintings in like under 8 minutes and stuff, and I'm just like, that, like, I was watching CMS Black Bean, and he literally talked about how people would like brag about how quick they made their art. And I agree with him when he said, like, when somebody's bragging about how quick they made their art, you can literally tell that they really spent that much time. So like, people that be like, oh, I only spent 8 minutes painting this, and it's like, yeah, we could tell you rushed it. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I feel like the focus is not on art itself. It's on how fast you can do it, how trendy you can make it look. Or it's about other things in the videos. Like, you got the expensive art materials and whatnot. And, I just feel like I'm basically reiterating myself at this point. But, like, I just feel like the focus on art itself is just been lost for a while now. And it's not even just on YouTube, it's like on other platforms too. Like, I used to post on Instagram a lot, and I don't even do that anymore because, like, the Instagram algorithms don't care about art either. I feel like the Instagram algorithm only care about stuff that kind of looks shocking, that's kind of like click inducing to make people click. Like the thumbnail or something. It's so like shocking or like interesting, it's gonna make people want to click, so because it helps their platform, right? And like I said, with the art drama videos on YouTube and stuff, like, I've watched a few, and I'm just like, it's nice to keep people informed, but like, I don't think this is doing any help for anybody. It's not helping the community, it's not helping the viewers, it's not helping artists. Because like I said, I watched a few, and that's how I learned that on TikTok, TikTok is not very nice to artists, because the viewers on there's constant drama on the TikTok community, and that's why I don't have a TikTok, and I'm never going to be posting on TikTok ever. I don't want to, because I don't want to be caught up in drama that I don't need to be caught up in, period. And if I could, and that's another thing that I struggled with, because I was like, I probably could help myself more if I advertise myself on TikTok, but I don't want to get on TikTok, simply because TikTok is it turns out TikTok is very toxic to artists. I'm not sure how true that is, but based on the multiple videos that have came across my recommendation page and whatnot, it's not good. TikTok is not good for artists, and I don't want to be on there and be subjected to unnecessary backlash or anything, because that's just unnecessary, and it would honestly like kill my whole vibe. Like I'm just, like I said, on my little side, my little corner of the internet, I'm trying to like have this as a place where people can unwind, maybe even learn how to paint, help improve their skills just by watching me paint or draw, and for me to be 100% myself. I don't want to be subjected to anything outside of that that's gonna like change things up for me, like, you know. So that's why you will never catch me on TikTok. I will never. But yeah, I just feel like the fun and the integrity of making art has just been lost. I feel like people are not able to really post when they want to post because it doesn't work. Like me personally, a lot of the stuff that I post, it does not work for me. It doesn't help at all. But I will never switch it up because I don't want to sell out. I'm not, hey, hold on now. I'm not saying other people on YouTube are sellouts or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't want to be a sellout by doing content that I don't want to do just because it works, you know? I don't want to be a sellout. And because of that, I struggle from that because I have not been able to actually turn this into like an actual successful working job, right? But I guess that's my prerogative, you know? But yeah, the focus is lost. People, I feel like the focus is not on what it should be. And if artists can bring it back to what it should be, that would greatly help, because, you know, all the videos and whatnot that people do because it works, and all the videos that the viewers don't like, if we could get away from that and put the focus back on art, that would kind of help. That would make a lot of viewers happy while also fixing the algorithm. So that's why, this talk is long. I'm not even gonna lie, this is like really long, but this was just like a huge topic that has just been like swirling around my brain, and I really just wanted to get it off my chest because it's just in my head constantly, just on repetition, you know, just on repeat. And I'm just like, wow, like the problem is not just a algorithmic problem. Like it's a problem with artists, the viewers, YouTube and its algorithm, even other social medias and their algorithms. Like it's a wide problem. And I just hope that one of these days, preferably soon, the problem can be fixed, because I want art to be fun again. And while making art is fun, do not get me wrong, making art is fun. Just the part where you post it online to try to help turn it into your everyday job, that part is not really fun. That's the most frustrating part about my entire art journey as a whole. Not to say that it's supposed to be easy, you know? Never said it was supposed to be easy, but at the same time, I feel like at the way that I'm just, not just me, but other artists, the way we're working so hard to try to like make it work, I feel like it shouldn't be this hard either, if that makes any sense. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining at all. But I just noticed that there are a lot of problems that needs to be fixed. And when fixed, it would not only benefit the algorithm in YouTube, but it will also benefit artists, and it would also benefit the viewers that watch. Like it would be a benefit for everyone. I'm just, just pointing out problems. I see the issues, and I just want to make it better for everyone involved. that was a lot. Like I had to literally map this whole conversation down simply because it was just that much swirling around in my brain. Like I'm sitting here looking at a document of notes and like points just to make sure that I didn't miss anything, because it's generally like that, generally that much was just swirling around my brain about trying to be an artist on social media, you know, trying to promote yourself on social media and all of that. Like it's genuinely a lot. Like it's literally like 3 pages of notes and points, literally. But yeah, just to kind of end on a high note, you know, to kind of bring the conversation back up, you know, I definitely have enjoyed spending all of this time making art. I have so much art literally just accumulating in my room. Back when that was almost like a month ago, I think, when we had renovations, when renovations was finished. Like literally most of what I own is literally my art. So yeah, I mean, and a lot of it I could sell, but you know, what I already have for sale has to sell first before I can add anything else. I mean, I could add more, but it's just not financially ethical for me to do that. So, but yeah, I have a lot of art, and I've made a lot of art, and to see my skill increase that fast, even when I didn't even make that fast of like, because I've definitely had fast improvement, but then there's also periods of like slow improvement. It doesn't matter. It's improvement in general. And to see it over time has definitely been like one of the like best. It has definitely been one of the happiest things that could have ever happened to me in the last 2 years of my life. I'm not joking. And I'm just really thankful for my creativity, honestly, because without it, I'd probably just be laying around all day, watching YouTube, playing video games, not really doing much. But, yeah. Even though YouTube and my 3 pages, my 3 pages of notes on the issue that I have with being on social media in general when it comes to being an artist, YouTube definitely, seriously, have been keeping me like on it when it comes to art. It has definitely helped me make so much art, you know, hold me accountable, definitely challenging me to be as creative as I can possibly be, you know, with seeing all these other amazing artists. Like, there are a lot of artists on YouTube that are seriously talented in what they do and have like given me so much inspiration. And honestly, like, if I wasn't on YouTube, I would have never, a lot of the art that I have made probably would have never been made had I not watched a lot of these YouTubers, honestly. And I'm being for real. I'm being so for real. I probably would not, I wouldn't even be making YouTube, honestly. I wouldn't even be doing art right now. I probably would have painted like once or twice in the last 2 years had it not been YouTube. I'm not even gonna lie. So YouTube is definitely really helpful. And if you are an artist who watched this video wondering if you should make a channel and showcase your art, do it. Please do it. Help me. You know, help me with the goal of fixing the algorithms, you know. But no, seriously though, honestly, post your art, share it out there. Your creativity is definitely needed, you know. But yeah, we're basically at the end of the video. I just want to thank everybody. If you really have made it this far, thank you. Thank you. You know? If you really enjoyed the talk, if it helped you sleep or whatever, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Do you agree? What are your thoughts on what I talked about? If you want to support me more, I do have a shop. You can buy something there or not. But yeah, until next time.